Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. So I've been looking to film a TLX Type S for some time. Ever since I owned the Accord, I became a big fan of the J series, and the Acura TLX Type S actually has a turbo J series in it. It's a J30, so it's a 3-liter turbo V6. So I'm very excited to finally get this car on the channel. It took some time to find someone with this car. They're not very common. We're headed over to the shoot location. There is a bit of traffic, but yeah, I figured I'd use this time to do the quick intro, but let's get right to the build video. Here's the TLX Type S. The owner just kind of doesn't want to be on camera, so I'm going to speak for him, but I got a good background of the car. So firstly, it's more of an OEM plus build. He did put it on iBox springs. He has the TEs. The spec is going to be 20 by 9 plus 30, so he retains the original, you know, offset and wheel size. But yeah, the car looks immaculate. He told me that he spent about 60 to 65 hours just correcting it and just getting it basically perfect condition, because you could see the flake and it's just the sparkle on the paint is crazy good. I actually never really seen a car in this good of condition in a while. Honestly, I feel like the only cars that might look this good is like if they're fresh off the factory. But yeah, he got the front end and the roof. It was PPF by PFS. Shout out to them. He has some PMC parts on it, he was saying, like the side skirts, and just overall looking at the car cosmetically, it looks pretty spot on. The rear changes that he's done, he debadged the TLX part and the all-wheel drive, but the Type S part is still there. Stock exhaust. I do like this like Type S license plate bracket. Good touch to it, it kind of matches. But yeah, this car is in like some of the best condition I've ever seen. It looks really stunning, and even though the car is like super big, he was saying that the only con that he might have with this car is that the rear doesn't have the most amount of space. And when I was looking at the car from the side profile, which I'll get soon, I could see that most of the space is in the front, so that makes sense. But yeah, let's go look from a side profile and just kind of see the dimensions of the car. The rear doesn't have the most amount of space. I think the front end takes up about, I would say, 60% of the space of the car, because the bonnet of the car is really long, and then the front end, or the first like door, is taking up about 60% of the car, maybe 55. But I could see that it does have a bias towards the front, like most cars do, even if they're all-wheel drive. We're gonna get a peek under the hood, and then maybe we can see the interior condition as well. But yeah, this car has 355 horsepower. It is powered by, you know, turbo J series. Like I was saying earlier, it's a J30. It's not as common of a car as you would think, despite how good it looks and how good of a platform it is for Acura and stuff like that, because it does have a really good all-wheel drive system. But I don't see these on the road. I even asked him if he knew any other Type S owners, and he said he doesn't. So this is not very common. Most TLXs I've seen are A-spec, which is still nice. It's just the Type S is like the top line of this platform. There is the PMC edition, which I guess is even more top of the line, but I'm definitely not gonna find someone with that car. I think that's like only like launch editions or something. I'm not sure about how rare it is, but yeah, overall the car looks crazy good. Power wise, fully stock. You just kind of upgraded the look of the car, lowered it, put it on some TEs, and called it a day. He said he's had it for 3 years. It only has 10,000 miles, so it's not driven too much. For the 3 years, yeah, I guess that would average about 3,000 miles a year. Not very much driving. I'm very curious as to how this car, you know, performs or reacts to mods, because these are not very common to come around. Let's just get a quick walk around of it, and then we will look under the hood. Front end, probably my favorite part of the car. If you go from here, it's pretty wide, has a smile. The intercooler is kind of like the teeth. And then here we go, you know, you have the Type S details. The side skirt looks great, and the black roof really makes a big difference in terms of giving some differences in the contrast of the car. And the rear end looks really good as well. I think The black accents with the badging is really cool. It's subtle, but it does tie in the car together. Crazy how clean it is. Like, this doesn't look like 10,000 miles. This looks like it just got assembled. But yeah, 355 horsepower. I believe the torque's about the same as well. All original. He said he's not really gonna touch like power mods, which is fine. He says 355 is pretty much more than enough. Based on other builds of the Type S, they are pushing about 450 horsepower with like tunes and stuff like that, so it does have the potential to get up there. We were supposed to film a few times, but there was some rain, or there was some little sprinkles and stuff like that, and I was like, what the heck, how come he doesn't want to film? It's not that much rain. But now I get it. Like, everything in this car basically doesn't see any water besides getting washed, so understandable why you didn't really want to film when there was some rain. We're gonna do a quick interior tour. These are the upgraded carbon fiber parts he was talking about. You know, he replaced it on the door sills and then also in the center console. But yeah, looking at the interior, it's super mint. We're gonna go to the rear really quick, and this is what he was meaning about not much rear space, because if you recline the seat back a lot, you got about, I don't know, like 10 inches maybe of room, and that's not much. So if you do have rear passengers, you're gonna have to scoot this up a little bit. But you can see the sound system as well right here. It's in each of the doors. And the Type S door sill, he put this in himself. It's a LED one, so it lights up. It's simple, but it's very sleek looking. I think they did it right with the Type S because it has like the little details that make it more special, but it's also very practical and usable. Even has wireless charging, so if you have something that's compatible with wireless charging, it's pretty cool. And yeah, here's another close-up of the roof. That sounds pretty good. So the car stock actually has some pretty good sound from the exhaust. I was expecting it to be more restrictive and muted, but it has nice character, and the tone of the exhaust sounds pretty good. That's probably because it's a V6, but it sounds really good. I'm curious to see how they sound modified, but shout out to him for the opportunity to film his TLX Type S. Been looking forever and it was hard to find one. I probably also said it was clean too many times, but sorry about that. I was trying to freestyle the video since he didn't really want to be on cam, which is fine. But I didn't know too much about the build, and I was just freestyling it while I was being watched by them essentially, which I'm still not used to. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.